the Barbershop Talk Show. We're about to get live today. Live today. Come on, get up in here. Get on in here. Get on in here. Let's talk, y'all. Let me see. Let's get on up in here. Get on in here. Hopefully everybody that's listening to the show, come on the show, is in good health, family okay, is doing well mentally, spiritually, and physically. I definitely want to say you guys come on, take your time out to listen to our show. I don't care if it's one person or we got 1,000 people. We appreciate you, and I appreciate you. We're gonna continue having good shows, continue giving you guys how we feel. Yeah, what's up, John, man? Yeah, FS1, man. You see what's going on with FS1. It's horrible. We see what's going on. John, we see Joseph. We see what's going on. Yeah, they always disrespect Lonzo. They was trying to be a little bit okay, but they just, I guess they don't see, they just hate Lonzo and they hate the dad. And it's just sad that they like that. But unfortunately, they are like that. And it's a shame. Personally, it's a shame how they act. Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. I don't like, I don't hate them. I don't like them. But I do watch them from time to time just because they on, but I don't respect them guys, and I know you guys and I know you guys don't respect them guys either. They talk about everything that's bad. They talk about could be bad. They talk about he's not aggressive, his participant, this and this and this and that. Then they'd be like, well, he is an okay defender. Yeah, and they barely kind of throw that in there. They don't. That's how they are, man. Oh man, what happened? It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that they like that. It's very ashamed that they like that. But that's how they are. That's how they are, man. Come on, everybody, get in the room. Yeah, Greg Jennings don't know, and Greg Jennings, man. It's just sad how you got a lot of these people on these shows that don't know anything. We know more than some of these shows, which is a shame. But hey, that's why we're gonna keep talking. Yeah, he's only 21, man. Oh yeah. Listen, I got a cousin who know Chris Broussard. Chris Broussard wanted to be a basketball player. He was a cold scrub. And my cousin don't like him. When I say I don't like him, every time I talk to my cousin, man, he's always calling him a punk, a bitch, everything. He just don't like him. He's on a bench. Because my cousin from Ohio and Michigan, and he knows him, man. He wasn't getting no playing time or nothing. A lot of these dudes that's doing journalism, not everyone, but a lot of them, they wanted to be sports, but they just wasn't cut out. They wasn't cut out to be. They wasn't. Yeah, of course, Chris gonna talk about his rap career. Then why you bring that up? Like, you always looking to bring negative things up. I don't understand. That's not negative. You mad because he's multi-talented. That's all it is. And you not multi-talented. And that's what the problem. That's where the problem is at. That's definitely where the problem is at. Let's see what's up with the co-host, man. I sent him a link. What's the co-host doing? I'm saying where the co-host is at, man. We're 313, man. Where they at? I send them all links. There they go. I think I hear somebody. Where the co-host is at, man. Where they at? I thought I heard somebody, but I didn't. I guess it's just me talking to the people. What I'm gonna listen to y'all guys. Listen, go to the message and answer you guys, talk to you guys. Listen to y'all guys. Let me pause it. Let me look at the live chat. Everyone, make sure you like that. Yeah, man. Skip the only one that shows some love, man. Skip is the only one that show some love. You're right about that, man. It's just sad that it's just sad how all these dudes hate on Lonzo, man. It's very shameful. It is very shameful. When I say very shameful, it is very shameful. Let me see where these dudes are. I don't know where these dudes is at. I know 313 is excited, man. Detroit got a dub. They beating up on the bottom feeders. That's one thing about them. They are beating up on the bottom feeders. Straight like that. They are beating up on the bottom feeders. Let's see what else y'all got to say, man. I'm not sure when LaMelo play. LaMelo play when DJ know when LaMelo play, man. LaMelo should be playing real soon. Let me move the computer because I thought my co-host was gonna come on time. I'm trying to cook in, but you know me, I could cook in and do the show, man. Let me just take the computer in the kitchen with me. You know, I'm making a little bit of brown rice, some chickpeas. I'm not brown rice. I mean, wild rice, some chickpeas. You know, and this is spoiling up. Hold on. I think I got to put the cover on this. I'm making some chickpeas, some wild rice. Ooh, I don't know what just happened with all this. I think I hear somebody else is in the building. Somebody get on. Who that right there? Who's in the building? Who's in the building?
Gibson.
There you go, Gibson. That's what I'm talking about, man. I know you saw the hate on FS1. I know you seen it. I know you seen the hate.
They toned down. They toned down a little bit though.
Nah, they toned down because LeBron said it. So they toned down a little bit. But hey, man, we know. You know, Chris tried to tone it down, but we know what he's about.
Like, yeah, the thing about Chris though, he made points, but then he didn't really do research on other things. Like he said, there are moments where he's not giving energy. But I'm like, the last few games, he was being consistent.
Like the whole point here, say something decent and then go right back and saying something crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Straight hate.
Oh yeah, Rob Park is the ultimate hater. You know what I'm saying?
Like there's nothing he says with fact based at all.
At all. Right.
Because the funny thing was like Chris said something. Chris Broussard said something that was true. He was like, Steve Nash, all these names he named out. He was he had great years in the third or fourth. They came around, and I'm like, yeah, that's called development. And he said that sometimes trading will probably help that out, and I agreed with him on that.
Yeah. You already know. We agreed on that, but you know he do his little hate, man. I just don't like how they act. I just don't. I just feel whether white or black people, but especially black people, I just feel like they just hate when another black person is just. It's like they take on it's like they take on white people so much. They black. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they don't try to act black at all, if that's so called.
I'm not seeing it race like I used to. Like there's Stephen A. obviously is the obvious like crab in a bucket type mentality.
It's race. Trust me on that because
I think they stat watch. They don't really watch the games because you could tell.
No, I ain't talking about just with that comment. I'm just saying they don't like my opinion. They don't like Lonzo Dash, so they continuously, you know what I'm saying? They don't like, you know, them guys, Rob Parker, Chris Broussard, Stephen A., all them guys, man. And I understand they went through some stuff. Like it took them 20 years to get to where they at and this and this and this and that. And now to see somebody how they look at it, getting all this limelight and this and that, and they didn't have to go through what they went through. It's like they have to hate. They hate to see They hate to see anybody, but especially a black man, because the stuff they probably went through, and they let it. And it, yeah.
I think like that's a factor, but it's not a major factor in a situation. Like they're not lying when like LeVar Ball hyped it up, but like they also don't watch games, and you could tell they watch him a few here and there, but it seems like they only watch the games when he was playing with like LeBron, and they stat watch. It's obvious they stat watch. That's what I think the key thing is. Like this new modern era, no one looks at the guy who averages 10 points and 5 and 5. They don't see his factor. They don't see his value. Same thing with the OKC guy who got injured and like their defense dropped. They don't see his value either because he's not a bucket getter.
Yeah, Roberson. Yeah,
Roberson is like a key. It was a key to that team, like one time. Like so, people are not like they don't like you know how you understand basketball. People don't. They don't have any nuance in their arguments.
But the things they say, you get what they say. They just add stuff like you could see them say, "Hey, man, he probably need to score a little bit more." You know what I'm saying? Because he need to get his offense a little better. They'll say something like, they'll say something like the obvious with free throws. He can't shoot free throws. He just can't shoot, period. Oh, who's shooting 33, 34%? That's pretty decent in the NBA. But they would never say that.
You know what I mean? So I'm about to say something. He was averaging 37, like he was 37% from three in 11 games when LeBron was out. So we got to stop acting like, and he was shooting a value shots. Like, so people have to stop acting like this is not a thing.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And they never say that, and then they'll always say something. They always make sure they throw his dad in there or something. They always, you know what I'm saying? They always do it. Instead of saying maybe if they disagree, but like, his dad kind of hyped him up a little too much, but we still think he should be able to do his thing. Nah, they're going to focus on the dad. Or if they don't say the dad name, oh, he got super hyped up. It's just, I don't like how they conduct themselves. They conduct themselves very unprofessionally and poorly. That to me. What's up? Is it me or y'all don't sound good to me?
No, I'm about to turn on my computer.
Okay, all right. I was about to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cook at the same time. Got these chickpeas popping, vegetables popping, wild rice. You know what I mean? Wild rice. Throw this in I think I put enough grape.
Yo, something about the interview, man.
Yeah. Oh, how you know? You see what I'm saying?
Because the interview pissed me off. That's how I know.
See, he just popped in, and everyone knows. They are awful. They try to throw a little bit of niceness on there. They try.
Man, no, that would probably be the worst trash and Lonzo Ball segment I ever seen. Did none of them say anything good? Oh, Bruce R was like, "Oh, he's seventh in defensive." Man, I knew they was hating when they was like, LeBron is just saying this to just give him some extra motivation, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. If LeBron said this, hey man, he probably need to hustle a little bit more. They go, okay, look what LeBron say. Well, LeBron say something, because this is the second time. See, the thing about it is, this is the second time LeBron says something. He said something after last game when he said we missing a very important key to our team. So this ain't the first time LeBron says something.
Right, but now he said Lonzo by name, so.
No, he said
we missed an important piece, but he actually said his name. So last game,
and it was way more detailed the way why he was an important piece instead of like fluffing him, just saying, "Oh, he's great."
Right. I expect Rob Parker to hate because he's a hater, but Broussard and Greg Jennings, like they talking about, we don't need you to score it. It's just like I swear I wanted to fight all of them, dog. I'm like, bruh. They just trashing him for no reason.
Rob Parker, I like Rob. I don't like him, but I like him because
I hate Rob Parker, bro.
He's just a hater. That's what he do. That's his specialty. He like to hate, like to add his little stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? And he hates on everybody. That's his thing.
No, he loves hating on Brady.
Yeah, he hates on it. That's his thing. Lucky is all time, this and that. That's his thing. Not that I agree, but I think that's like his little niche. Chris Broussard choose who to hate on. You know what I'm saying? He likes a lot of people, but choose to hate on. That's why I don't like Chris Broussard, man. Because he choose to hate on people, and then he'll want LeVar on his show and be all nice to LeVar. That's what I don't. That's what. Rob Parker, I understand you said on site, but that's his niche right now.
No, he on
like
site,
it or
bro.
not.
I swear, I pray one day, bro. Like y'all don't see me on the news, dog. I believe that.
Yo, guys, I wasn't like upset with Chris Broussard as much as you guys were. Like he was saying some bullshit. Like I'm gonna be honest, but he had some things that I sort of agree with. Like I need Lonzo to score more, but that shouldn't be his major like thing. Like I want him to be the guy who pushes the pace, to be the major ball handler, to look for the center. Because I'm like, man, he does that best.
See, this is what I'm talking about, bro.
What?
Why don't Lonzo need to score? Like y'all sound stupid to me, bro.
I said he needs to give us 16 points a game.
You said scoring shouldn't be his main thing. What?
No, I'm saying like 16 points a game for Lonzo, averaging 10 assists, 10 rebounds. I think that's all-star numbers.
Man, Broussard didn't say nothing like that, bro.
Yeah, but that's why.
Right, Joseph Abrams said, Gibson, what are you talking about? I'm like,
I carry the show. I'm about to move around.
Man,
I'm not.
Only good thing Chris Broussard said was Zoe was 7th in defensive plus minus. Everything else he was trash.
He's actually 5th in interior, and he's in perimeter. He's 1st.
They don't do the research, so they don't know.
Yeah, it's
Chris Broussard only looked up one defensive stat and was like, "Oh, he is that good in that area." Okay, I swear, though, I am so upset with this hate, bro. If you're not with us now, don't be with us later. We gonna figure it out. Alonzo Ball, I will call it a fan page. We ain't gonna call it a troll page. Alonzo Ball fan page. That is what he said way back. That's why, you know what? I'm with Gibson. Just trade my man. I'm just mad right now. I'm sorry. Like that interview upset me.
Yo, I'm gonna say this right now. I kind of like when I watch. I'm bring his name. The Lakers should have drafted a center. I'm not gonna say his name. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, they got Mo Warner though. They don't need bump.
I'm sorry,
Robinson, bro.
No, this dude is a beast. I'm sorry. Like, I agree with his name.
Slutbot says Broussard is annoying because they'll say Zoe needs to score or be aggressive, but leave out the fact the man ain't playing his position or even have the ball. Yeah, that's true.
Or the coaching, and they never hit on the coaching. They avoid that like the plague. Like, let's not talk about that LeBron got 18 points and didn't really show effort defensively. Or let's not talk about Kuzma will give you 30, but he'll get scored on.
STP told me not to get upset. They are employees. They have been given orders to prolong the narrative. Well, you need to give an order to have Alonzo stand on the show like Skip Bayless because I can't watch this garbage.
There's no balance.
For real, dog. Like, come on. Like, it's just straight garbage.
And why they got an ex-football player talking about basketball? He sounds like he don't know something about basketball. I don't even
Greg Jennings been saying some stupid stuff, bro.
I'm gonna slap him in the face. Like that guy, I hate more than Rob Parker because he just acts like he knows what's going on, but he's just repeating Chris Broussard's points or Rob Parker's points.
Yeah, man, it's just like I said, it's just been a while since I seen a Lonzo Ball hate segment. The dude is injured. I can see if he was playing trash, struggling like he ain't even playing, bro. And LeBron trying to prop him up, and all y'all trying to do is knock him down.
Yeah,
and then bring in LeVar to try to knock him down further. Like this is just garbage, bro. Don KJV says, so what if the Lakers catch an L versus Atlanta tonight? Man, first of all, that would be funny. Hopefully Lou Walton get fired. Second of all, LeBron ain't losing to the Hawks. Sorry. If LeBron had to score 60 to beat the Hawks tonight or whenever, he will. Trust me. He ain't losing to the Hawks. Trust me. I know LeBron James, bro. If he had to be injured and not play for a month just to beat the Hawks,
and I think he's gonna beat the Hawks. I think he's getting his leg back because I feel like he was slow the 2 games because he's coming back. He's playing like he doesn't want to get injured, so he's playing more relaxed.
No, he's he's still getting his body back, but the thing with I don't think that's an excuse because like he's shooting a 3. Man, when you shooting a 3 ball like that, I don't want no excuses, bro. Like this dude is shooting a 3 like he is Steph Curry.
Yeah, I want him
making it too.
I want him to shoot
like he like, no, I'm Steph Curry and LeBron James' body. Let me shoot from half court and just wet it. Like, so if you doing that, I don't want to hear no I need conditioning and no, man.
Nah, shoot more of those threes, man. Let that shit fly.
Right, Sweatbox. We all want the Hawks to win, but we know it ain't gonna happen, bro. Like, it ain't gonna happen.
I don't want.
They beat the Hawks at a buzzer beater with Tyson Chandler block on Trae Young. Hey man, look, that was a good game, bro. But I'm just saying they just lost to Philly by 20. They're not about to lose to the Hawks.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't want them to lose to the Hawks because the narrative is not gonna be that LeBron didn't show up. It's gonna be that these young guys ain't ready yet, and they're gonna blame Lonzo even if he didn't play. They're gonna blame all of them.
Of course, they're gonna blame Lonzo, bro.
That's why
Lakers gave up 143. The Lakers might be playing. Hey man, Golden State has a 90% chance of winning. I'm gonna put that out there, but yeah, Lakers might be playing the NBA champions, bro, with the way 76ers are looking, bro. So they look unstoppable right now.
Yeah, and not only that,
giving up 143 to a team that has 5 players that can score 20, besides excluding Ben Simmons. Like, come on, bro. John Collins going for 30 points and 12 boards, probably.
Oh no, Trae Young might get 30.
No, they got some good players, man. That's why I want. I know you want him to Zion to go to like New York or something. I want him to go to Atlanta with Trae Young. I just think that'd be a perfect combination.
It's slow for us.
And Atlanta still has, that Luka Doncic people. So they Atlanta could get Trae Young. I mean, they could get Zion and Cam Reddish or Zion and RJ Barrett. Like they can get Zion and Bobo. Like they can get 2 players.
Bobo slow for the lead.
They can get 2 players. So I think they're gonna be solid, man.
Like I'm telling you, like a lot of draft people said he gives off a Porzingis type play, man.
Yeah, but he getting hurt just like
yeah, that's exactly like the problem. But if he can like just because he's not in college right now, he's getting in shape. If he could just build a body enough, like that's slow for the league. Not saying it's not slow.
Hey, John K just came here spazzing like me. Did y'all see Rob Parker calling this man a bust? Man, these analysts are garbage. Hey, John K, man, I literally was just spazzing about how trash they are.
Yeah, Sweatbox says something. You got to read this one.
I saw Doncic play last night. Luke is the only coach playing defense on his young boy. Doncic / Young and Fox are allowed to run pick and roll 40 times a game, turn the ball over, and toss up threes from 40 feet. Like, yeah, man, Luka Doncic green light is James Harden level at this point, bro.
And not only
that, Luka can do whatever he wants.
And not only that, like I've seen Lonzo do those step back and like score on people. Like I need more of that, but they don't give him that chance. And not only that either, there's one thing that's the key factor. Like this one guy, Anthony Irwin, like he's a Laker beat writer. He said, he made a meme like I'm watching other teams guys stagger their star minutes. And I'm like, that was hilarious, man.
Man, these analysts, man, I just need y'all to just keep that same energy, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because I remember, like, Lonzo ain't Steph Curry, and I wasn't even a Steph Curry fan. I never have been. Funny, I was a Blake Griffin guy back then, but I remember how they used to, the media just used to really trash Steph Curry because he kept getting hurt. They used to trash him, like, badly. All of a sudden, he gets around a coach that develops him, and now he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now, we know why he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, because he is when it comes to shit.
Yo, they have...
But, like, it's going to be the same way with Lonzo 3 years from now when he's one of the best players in the NBA. Yo, they ain't going to be talking like this.
Yeah,
and I just hope somebody, and I hope it's Skip Bayless, pointing in their face like, I told you. I'm going to need somebody there.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But like, and I'm gonna say this: like, if you read Stephen A's old tweets from like the second year of like Steph Curry, he said Steph Curry might be the biggest bust in history. I'm like, what? This dude was wilding because he said his injuries are the problem. Like, you read his tweets, you got to look around for him. But like this
But
guy,
we know Steve. You remember what Stephen they said about Kristaps Porzingis?
oh, what is this? Why are we drafting this guy? I don't know nothing about. He's trash. And then out of nowhere, he became the biggest Kristaps fan. He was
All
trash.
right. So the Lakers play tonight.
Yeah,
They do.
yeah, they do, man.
Yeah, man. I'm focusing on the real team right now, so I can't deal with trash Lakers.
Who you focusing on?
Focus on the Pistons. The real team.
I'm focusing on my tanking Knicks.
They play at 6:30. Okay, man. We gonna. I'm gonna go gloat about my Pistons in a minute, but we gonna focus on LA.
Yeah, we did talk about Pistons though, man. I want to hear that first.
Okay, so everyone who's listening, the Lakers gave an update. Lakers gave an update on Lonzo. They say he's running on an underwater treadmill and progressing well in his recovery from a sprained ankle. Now, I know a lot of people don't know about ankle recovery and all that, so I did some research on underwater ankle recovery and all the other stuff. Yeah, and it's like 5 steps. It's like 5 steps, and the 4th step is running underwater. So that means he has one more step, and then he'll be able to. That's why they say he's progressing really fast because, like I said, it's 5 steps, and then after you do that, you do some more ankle repair work. So running underwater is the 4th step. So that means he's really close to getting back, man.
Yeah, and I want him to like get on that Dragon Ball Z shit. He needs
all about running underwater and stuff to see how it was affected.
Yeah. But yo, what about your Pistons? Because like Lakers news is slowing down. I need to hear like, Pistons.
Hey man, my Pistons are we the 8th seed. We hot shit right now. And we got the Celtics next. The Celtics are in a lot of trouble. And if Kyrie don't play, they not gonna beat us the way we've been playing. Now, if Kyrie do play, then they could beat us. But if Kyrie don't play the way we've been playing, the way since Andre Drummond got snubbed for an All-Star game, he's literally been averaging 20-20s. Yesterday he put up 30-20. The game before that against the Knicks, he gave y'all like a 28-20. Like it's just look, man, I'm not even the biggest Andre Drummond fan for my own reasons, but I've never seen him play this good in his entire career. Blake Griffin is Blake Griffin, superstar, putting up numbers. Like he had 39 and 9 last night, and it looked like he was playing trash. Like that's just Blake Griffin. But don't sleep on the Pistons, man. We do have a Dwayne Casey as a coach. Somebody gonna end up losing us that don't nobody want us to lose to, but
you need
doing foul right now. I'm not about to get really, cocky or nothing. We still under 500.
You guys need Ja Morant. Like
yeah, we do. We need a point guard so bad.
A beastly point guard too, man.
I'll take Cam Reddish. Man, I just don't want RJ Barrett.
Cam Reddish he's giving me his vibes and just like
y'all think so coming back against Houston. I hope so because that's the team that he got hurt against. So he needs to go out and drop 50 on them and get back to it.
I won't be mad if like they don't like put him on limited minutes for the first game.
For real, Sweatbox, I'm with you, dog. He said LONZO needs to drop a diss track on Chris Broussard, and that's another thing. When they brought up his rapping and he's not releasing songs, he's like, the people who did that, they were established. You know what? You're right. The people who did that, they were established, but they also wasn't born now. That's 15 years ago when Shaq and Kobe. That's a long time ago. And things have changed, bro. Like, I don't have no problem with the music, bro. Because I know it's not affecting his game. He's still working on his game as much as he can. I know that because he came back looking more swole than Kuzma, made Brandon Ingram look like a child. Like, so about to come back super swole.
I'm telling you, it's genetics, man. Because
that big ball of genetics. STP says Pistons could be a potential problem. Man, look, this is the thing with the Pistons. Either we're gonna be a first round exit or we not. And it is right now with us is the team is getting better and we don't have chemistry yet because we just got a lot of new pieces. Like Don Maker has been great for us. Oh my goodness. Like Wayne Ellington is, he's gonna ingratiate himself and be a part of the team. But that's the thing about us right now. We've had 5 straight games, 60 points in the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, we blew out Denver by 20, dog.
How you liking Thon Maker? That dude looked like he.
No, I love his addition. We blew out Denver by 20, so and we got some shooters on the team, and I see what Dwayne Casey doing. So
hold up, you
in a month
Denver?
we could actually be a 5th seed because like none of these teams are better than the Pistons. Brooklyn,
hold up, I gotta ask you. You spanked Denver?
Huh?
You beat Denver by 20?
Yeah, we blew them out by 20, bro.
Dang.
Yeah, man, we beat the brakes off of them, dog.
Dang.
No, but like I was saying, is most of these teams, after Philly, Milwaukee, Toronto, and Boston, Pistons are the next best team. It's just we've been underachieving. So looks like we getting back to that's because we lost our backup point guard Ish Smith, and that really hurt our team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys.
I think Starborn whipping up some food or something.
But yeah, I gotta say my Knicks. I just have to. I'm not liking Knox's game right now, man. I'm not. Also, DSJ, like he's a bucket getter, but something wrong, man. I don't like these guards.
Man, you're an idiot, bro.
I'm not an idiot. Like, I'm gonna tell you why.
Dennis Smith Jr., man. I'm telling you, bro. That is Russell Westbrook, but he can't get rebounds. I'm telling you.
Here's my thing, though. Like, he's the best. He's definitely the second best player on that team. Obviously. That's where I really see. And also, I know why Fizdale is letting Drummond Darren Jordan to get more minutes or the same amount of minutes as Mitchell because he's obviously tanking. That dude is tanking.
Regardless, DeAndre Jordan is DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan is, but the havoc when you got to watch these Knicks games.
I know Mitchell is good, but put some respect on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh no. Here's the thing. I'm putting respect on him. He's a great rebounder. If with the energy he brings, that's great. But I'm telling you, watch Mitchell. The Cav team, every time he was close to them, they had to pass. He even ran the clock out for one time. They were too afraid to shoot around him. They were running around they could not at all. They had to switch, go for weaker defenders to get away from him. He was,
and then people don't do that with DeAndre Jordan, bro.
Dude, not like
I said, man. You gonna put some respect. I'm not gonna let you do this. You gonna put some respect on his name, bro.
I don't think you get it. Swag's got my back, but you got to realize it was different. DeAndre Jordan, he's got hops. He could block, but I'm telling you, Mitchell, a bad game for Mitchell is getting 2 blocks.
You stupid, man. He says Sweatbot says he can play point guard, but Fox and Zoe are better. I don't know, man. I like Dennis Smith, man. Y'all sleeping on the kid.
No, I'm not sleeping, but
that dude is a born star, bro.
Sweatbox, right. His IQ level. If he gets in trouble, there's nothing else he could do. If he can't score, he doesn't have those intangibles like a Fox or a Lonzo that he could do something else for the team.
Yeah, Fox ain't Fox. How tall is Fox?
Oh, I don't know how tall Fox is now.
I think he's taller than Dennis Smith though. Dennis Smith 6'2", bro.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, his dunks though. I like his dunks. I love the energy. I do like the energy sometimes, but sometimes it can backfire. Also, Mitchell Robinson, the alien. That kid isn't. They just need to throw the ball up to him, man. He's a monster. I'm telling you. Oh, Sweatbox says Fox is 6'3".
Yeah, he got a long wingspan though, because he can play some defense.
Yeah, man.
It's different kinds of 6'3". Like I know that don't make sense, but Dennis Smith is like a short 6'3", and Fox is a tall 6'3". I know that don't make sense, but trust me, Fox has a longer reach.
I get what you're saying. Like, I definitely get what you're saying. But
like Dennis Smith, he's only there to score or pass the ball. He's not really going. That's what he's gonna do. He's just gonna score or pass.
I gotta tell you something. KD is definitely coming to the Knicks. He has an office in New York. He's has some ties with the Knicks already. It's happening.
Well, I mean, yeah. I already knew that. I mean, I got some other back channels, and you know, according to those back channels, this is like a 70% chance of him coming to New York.
So. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Oh man, it's slow.
Oh yeah, you a Knicks fan, so you happy. I get.
Listen, I'm a Knicks
fan. I'm about to get KD, so that kind of, you know, I mean, obviously KD way better than Blake Griffin, but I know how I feel to get it started.
Yeah, I do think
our team about to be good now. Once we get a point guard, I'm telling you, like we about to really be good.
Yeah, that's what you need. That's the one missing piece.
Like we need Dennis Smith.
Yeah. Like
y'all should just send him on over here and go get Kyrie. Send Dennis Smith right on over here.
Give us some picks.
And Detroit, we're gonna love Dennis Smith because he's a real one. I'll probably be hanging out with Dennis Smith, dog. That's a real one right there.
Yo, give us some picks. Man. Stop it. I need picks.
You need picks?
Yo, I'm telling you.
Man, you better take some of these players.
No, we're gonna take players, but I'm saying we should take
Kevin Knox. Yeah, I don't a little bit worried about Kevin Knox.
Man, his game is he's another low IQ player that I'm mad that he just takes terrible shots, and he does like he's good at if his body, like he could look for easier shots, but he always forces them.
I don't like he look like he don't know what he's doing out there, man. I thought he was gonna be a little bit better than he is right now.
Like he was starting, like he was giving, and my problem with Fizdale is like he gives him like a long leash, like he allows him to do more. What?
He said if KD comes to New York, I can finally take the paper bag off my head.
The shame.
Hey, man. You know, the Lions are in Detroit, so I know your pain.
Yeah, he's barely 19, though. He's right. Like, he's a young player, so I'm not worried. But he just look something wrong with him. Like, no, dude, I'm telling you, like, there was games where when he looks for shots and he gets his mid-range and when they set picks for him, and with ease, his flow is way better, and he can give you 19 points. The problem is when he's trying to there was one point, Luke Cornett was open for a three, and instead of looking back, this like easy pass, this dude forces two guys to try to push them, and then he loses the ball. Yeah. Also, I'm getting tired of Magic. Like seriously.
Oh, you say you're getting tired of what?
I'm getting tired of Magic, man.
Man, why is Don KJB so confident in the Hawks? He said this Hawks game is a trap game. I ain't gonna lie. They're gonna show up, but I just don't see it, bro.
Listen.
Think about teams that, trap game you. They gotta have somebody to stop LeBron somehow. Who gonna stop that dude? And this is an old not in shape LeBron, man. Like Indiana had Miles Turner, they had Thaddeus Young. We talking about people who gave them problems in the playoffs. Like they had defenders. Philly got a mountain of defensive, tall defensive players.
I'm gonna say this.
Like who gonna stop him from getting to the rim?
I
bet Brandon Ingram gonna end up torching the Hawks, bro.
Here's the thing.
I'm telling you, Brandon Ingram gonna get him like 25.
You gotta hear this one. Kevin Harper and Trae Young are really good shooters, man. If we're terrible perimeter, Lakers are terrible perimeter defenders, and if they let them get open, it's slow for y'all because
Trae Young not shooting a lot of threes right now though.
Nah, his recent game,
he's scoring most of his baskets on the inside.
Yeah, then if he
does Rondo on him, Rondo will bother him a little bit.
I don't know. That Kevin Harper guy is a sneaky shooter, man. No one be noticing him, but he.
No, man, no. Dude, I was just listening to a podcast talking about this Harper Hoarder, or I think it's Hoarder.
Oh, okay.
No, that dude is a sniper. No,
Scared.
He's a sniper. I know. he's just like that's what I'm saying. Like, man, Atlanta is sitting there being one of the trash teams at the bottom, and they the only one that's actually building something. They got John Collins, they got Trey Young, they got that Herder dude.
Yeah.
And then they got 2 top 10 picks in the lottery. Like, they about to be doing something.
It's funny, though. You know what's funny? Notice how all the teams that are developing their young guys and not picking stars are doing better.
Right, just like Sacramento.
Yeah, that's really weird. I wonder why.
Yeah, you know. Let's see. Talk about how Whack Brown played looking point against Philly, 1 pass per possession, no ball movement, and slow decision making.
Oh, man.
Well, I talked about that last show, how and this is why I want Lonzo back. He didn't get Reggie Bullock and Brandon Ingram specifically. LeBron didn't create any open shots for them. Like, they had to like find a spot and try to score from there. And I already told y'all the reason why Reggie Bullock was so productive is because the Pistons ran their offense through Reggie Bullock. The Lakers in offense doesn't run like that. And the Lakers should do the exact same thing. Because if Reggie Bullock stretching the floor, now Kuzma getting off, Ingram getting off, and plus if Reggie Bullock is stretching, he's a streak shooter. So if he's on, then you got him for the whole game. You feel me? Like, he's gonna be on all night. So, but the Lakers don't do that. I don't like I said before, I do think LeBron is a point guard and Karl Malone body, but I don't like. I said that every day. I don't like him playing point guard because he don't. It's like he play. I don't know, man. It's like he don't know what to do. He don't know when to score. He don't know when to pass. It's like he just scores and just passes when he wants to. And like it's like when you really need him to score, then he'll start passing. When you really need him to pass, then he'll try to score.
He's a player.
It's like he plays different. When you tell LeBron, hold on, Gibson. When you tell LeBron that he's the point guard, he's gonna play differently. Because I remember in Cleveland last year when he was actually playing point guard, he was playing weird. It's better when he playing point forward, doing his regular dominate the ball stuff, but it's a point guard like Rondo. Even when he was taking the ball from Lonzo, he still played more like a small forward, power forward. He wasn't playing like a point guard because there was one on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't like LeBron playing point guard.
All right, well, same thing, man. Same here. Star, you back?
Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back. I had to make a nice little recipe, man.
Yeah. But like,
man, you know, Star got moves to make out here.
Yeah, but like my whole thing is like, I don't want to hate on LeBron, like, but he does make a lot of unnecessary fancy passes that lead to turnovers. I mean, they're nice, but like
that's what you can do when you got the green light.
Yeah, that behind the back pass just makes me nauseous when like these guys are just read that and just steal the ball.
There's some other topics that I did want to talk about though.
All right, let's hear.
Well, we got Kyler Murray talk. We got Westbrook and James Harden, what they just recently done. You know, James Harden 30 point games. You know, 30 straight. Westbrook 10 straight triple doubles, broke Wilt Chamberlain record. So, what y'all think about that?
Man.
Oh man.
Hold up. They did a double triple double.
Yeah, they did, man. Him and Paul George, man. But go ahead.
Nah, I'm just thinking Westbrook, don't get me wrong, Westbrook is a beast, but what he's doing isn't better than what James Harden or Paul George is doing. Yeah, now I hate to use Rob Parker. We're not going to poo them triple doubles now. Yeah. He is doing something, but he's way behind what Giannis is doing. He's way behind, not way behind. He's behind what Harden and what's his face is doing. But it is impressive. A triple double is impressive. He's doing it so easy that
all right,
kind of take it for. Why you do that, man? Go ahead, brother.
No,
come on, man. He was almost done too.
Go ahead. Take this. Go ahead, brother.
Was almost done. I was just gonna say, like, I gotta hit back on that because when, like, in the beginning of the season, Westbrook was saying how he's gonna take a step back from trying to take he's scoring, and let Paul George do it. So these triple doubles are more meaningful now because he's not trying to outscore people like he used to or go in and take full control. It's more of sharing. He's not a great passer. I'm not saying that, but like he's moving the ball. Unlike
Wait, what? Hold up, what?
I'm not saying he's not like he's being more effective.
I think you say he's not a great passer.
No, I'm sorry. Let me correct that. I said he's being more effective with his passing.
He's not a great passer. He's a good passer. He's more like what you call. He's not a bad. Obviously, we're not saying he's a bad passer. But
I don't know, man. Russell Westbrook has turned into a very great passer.
Man, he's that's what he do. Matter of fact, you want to call him great passers, but he's nowhere near Lonzo, nowhere near Chris Paul, nowhere near
Lonzo
LeBron
and Chris
James.
Paul and LeBron and Ben Simmons.
He's not nowhere near
those are different.
He ain't nowhere near they passing.
I don't know. Harden, I wouldn't put Harden on that.
You crazy Harden? You saw Harden led the lead in assists 2 years ago.
And who's been leading them since then? Westbrook.
Yeah, but Westbrook assist hunt.
Are you watching the games, man?
I watched the games, bro.
I watched the game against the Rockets. He wasn't assist hunting. He was throwing dimes.
One game, but what I'm saying is with Westbrook, right?
I watched the game yesterday against the Trailblazers.
No, but he assist hunt.
I watched the game.
You know what I mean by assist hunt? It's two forms of assist hunt. It's an assist hunt. Like every pass you make is only an assist. He don't move like LeBron, he don't get hockey assists. That's what I mean. He don't. Assist hunt. He assist hunt, meaning that he goes. Nothing wrong with it. He goes, and then if he can't get it, then he'll pass. Don't get me wrong. He got better as setting up for us. If PG coming off the double screen. I mean, he's a point guard, so he do know how to pass. But he don't. He just make the assist pass. He don't make no hockey assist pass, and he's shooting horrible. You know what I'm saying? You are shooting horrible. You winning, and for normal NBA players, he's playing. You know what I'm saying? He's playing all-star to above all-star level. But when you start putting him, he's not playing with the Giannis's, the Blake Griffins, the James Harden, the Paul George. That's what I meant. He's playing below that. He just played hard. So he gets stats, but he's playing below them.
But what 313 told us last time, when he gets a triple-double, they win 80.
No, I'm about to go in on both of y'all, so I don't want y'all to say nothing.
No, I'm agreeing with you on certain points. I'm not listen, I said he got better at moving the ball. I don't think he's gotten way better, and he's taken less shots than he used to. But
no, he still averaged the same amount of shots. Just check.
No, but it's like I'm telling you, it's not like it's not forced like it used to be. You don't realize. Yeah, it's not really the best shooter. Like it's not efficient, but like I'm telling you, he helps win games just like Paul George does.
Dude. What I'm saying is, we're not poo-pooing what he's doing. I'm just saying comparing to Harden. He's not playing nowhere near better than Harden. Nowhere near better than Paul George. Nowhere better than Giannis. He's just playing his game. He plays so hard. He gets his. He's the hardest, probably, if not he's probably the hardest playing person in the NBA. So he could be effective. But when you shoot 5 from 19, that's not a good basketball game.
I mean, okay, here's where I'm going to say this. He's the kind of guy that you have to defend. His energy drives guys, and they have to, try to defend. It makes it hard for defenders. He makes it hard for defenders, so he gets a lot of, Paul George open shots just off his energy alone. That's the reason why I think, Ja Morant, people keep on saying he's like Ja Morant is a Westbrook-type player. I'm like, if you put him at the Pistons and he does the same thing, that team is difficult to beat.
All right. All right, man. Now, let's stop this blasphemy. Whew, I can't believe I stayed quiet that long. Man, I like what James Harden is doing. I'm not going to compare it to Russell Westbrook. Thunder are 101-24 when he gets a triple-double. Westbrook, we got to act like Westbrook isn't having some great season. That's false. I'm about to tell you all the stats because I have them. 11th in rebounds, 2nd in steals behind Paul George, 5th in total defense in the NBA, 4th in plus minus in the NBA, and then he's 6th in another defensive win share. Dude is having an amazing season. I mean, his 10 straight triple double. What are they? 9-1. Only loss comes courtesy of that boy Lonzo.
He was 5 for 19. What's 5 for 19?
Yeah, he had knee surgery at the beginning of the season.
I'm saying, when he do good.
No, can I talk?
No, don't do that. When he do good, you naming that, you doing what they do. You name.
No. So you telling me? You really gonna tell me? You really tell me that his knees are the same as they were?
No, but that's not an excuse.
That's affecting his jump shot. What are you talking about?
Man, 5 for 19.
5 for 19, triple double.
I mean, here's my thing. I really don't care about.
No, I wasn't finished making my point though. I let y'all talk for like 5 minutes.
No. Let
answer this one question before you go. Because as far as me, is he playing better than Giannis?
No.
Yes or no? Is he playing better than James Harden?
That's debatable.
I'm done, man. I'm done, bro. You go ahead.
I just told you all the Westbrook defensive stats, but like that don't matter, right? It's two sides to the court, brother. 2 sides. Anyway,
speak on it.
Right, it's 2 sides to the court. The dude's 2nd in steals, 3rd, 5th, and 6th in every other defensive category in the NBA, bro. Like people need to stop this. Now, what he was talking about, Russell Westbrook doesn't make the hockey assist. That's not true. I watched the games. People be saying stuff based on what happened in the past. The reason why the Thunder is just having this surge and they playing so good is because Westbrook is playing like he's never played before. That's how Paul George scores a lot, because it's ball movement. It's not just dribble, run, dump it off to Steven Adams and let him score. That's not how they run their offense anymore. They run the offense off of moving the ball. That's why Paul George is so freed up. A lot of times when Paul George scores, if you look at his highlights, dude is like wide open. And that's because of the way that the offense flows. Now, James Harden, man, I don't know, man. James Harden, he's unguardable, but he takes 50 shots, makes 20 of them. Nobody cares about that, though.
No, here's my thing, and I'm agreeing. Like, I'm not really high on everyone looking at field goal percentages because there's many ways to win a game. All I disagree is he's not the best passer in the league, but he's an effective passer. Like,
now I'm just saying he's a great passer. Say he's a great passer, that's just not true.
He learned from that.
He's definitely not the best passer.
He learned from that Utah loss that he really has to depend on Paul George more. He has to.
Nah, that was Paul George's fault.
Yeah, that was. I mean, but
I was about to say Westbrook dropped 23 points in the second, third quarter, and Donovan Mitchell gave him 23. He dropped 22. Donovan Mitchell gave him 23, and Paul George wasn't there.
But
they lost. He tried his hardest to win that game, but you gotta have your team. You gotta have your team on your back.
I'm
Memphis, 5 for 16. Houston, 8 for 21.
Why are we reading?
Portland,
I don't care about his shooting percentages, bro.
Well, he's bricking, meaning that obviously he's great. But how you going to put him over somebody who's scoring 40 every game?
Because I've seen Westbrook do this at his height when he was 100% healthy. I seen him win the MVP, bro.
No, we ain't talk about lifetime. We talk about right now.
And I'm talking about right now. I mean, like I said, he's 101 and 24 when he gets a triple double.
And I'm gonna say this.
Like, that's crazy.
And I'm gonna say this: Lonzo's not shooting well, but he affects the game in other ways. He's the second best player in that team. And
like I said, he plays on both ends of the court.
Yeah, we gotta see it that way.
Like against Houston, who guarded James Harden and made him miss so they lost? Russell Westbrook.
No, that was man.
Who hit the final shot to get them the go-ahead point? Russell Westbrook.
He's not better than him, though. You know that, and I know that.
He's not better than who?
41% this year, bro.
Usage
You've been in the league this long.
No, Iverson been shooting 41%.
No, but Iverson was the smallest guy when it was centers. You know what I'm saying? It was totally different now. He's shooting 41. Listen,
I could care less, bro.
He's a great. If we arguing about who's a great player, we're not arguing about a great player. We just talk about the top of the top. He's not even the best player.
We're not even discussing who's best. We talking about what's more impressive, and it's obviously the triple doubles.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's never been done before, bro. Well, Harden not been done before
because because it's in a 140, so it's way more shots. Of course, you got a chance, and he searches for triple doubles.
No, he doesn't, man. I'm watching the games, bro.
Man, you watch a couple of games. You watch a couple.
No, I'm
of games.
not, bro. Westbrook is my favorite player in the league.
That's why
I done told y'all this many times before. I watched the games.
That's why you're saying he's your favorite player, but he ain't no better than Harden.
I didn't say he was better than Harden, but these triple doubles, getting 10 straight, that's never been done before, bro.
Getting the triple doubles when Paul George wasn't there. Remember that stretch he was doing that? That was different because he didn't have nobody.
Stop.
James Harden don't have nobody.
I mean, you got it. I mean, they're gonna need Chris Paul in the playoffs, though. Like,
we ain't talking about the playoffs. We just saying this season.
Yeah,
people been getting hurt. He been playing with a bad shoulder last 2 games. He been by himself. Westbrook got another dependable guy on his team.
But here's the thing.
Better.
And
let me say one more thing.
If Paul George wasn't there, though.
Huh?
If Paul George wasn't there, he would carry the team.
Yeah.
You've seen him do it before.
Yeah, we seen him do it before.
Like, you can't. I don't think you got to take that as a detriment. Like, this KD playing with Steph ain't a detriment to either one of them, bro. They both
can't shoot three. You can't shoot threes. Like, you bricking. You Westbrook.
Hey, man, you struggling shooting, but it ain't affecting wins, bro.
Nah, because of Paul George. That's why. Harden is by himself, man.
I'm gonna say this. No, I'm gonna say this. Westbrook's triple double are more effective than LeBron's triple doubles.
I don't even know what LeBron got to do with this, bro.
No, but here's my thing. I'm trying to say we can't sneak this Westbrook as much as like Westbrook's game is really good, and I don't really care that much about his field goal percentage like other people do.
Yeah, people just got to stop bringing up that shooting percentage, bro.
You got to bring up shooting percentages when you comparing the top of the top. Now,
you talking about who's the better player. We talking about these 2 feats. What's more impressive?
Yeah, Harden.
And it's the triple doubles, bro, because it's never been done before.
30 straight, but he's going after the triple double. That's the thing.
And Harden not going after the 30 straight.
No, but he has to score. Listen,
I done seen Harden have a lead and start chucking up shots to get his 30 points, man.
Listen, no. Westbrook, right? The points.
Because Harden he been chasing it too, bro.
No, he's not chasing. We talk about.
I've been watching it, bro. Come on.
You haven't been
my
watching.
boy Harden got off the bench and my boy Harden got off the bench to get his 30 points, bro. He's been chasing that at the end of the games, man.
You must mean to get 50.
Because it was a lot of games where he wasn't close to that 30. He got in at the beginning and just started chucking up shots.
When you got Paul George, let me say one more thing and I'm going to fall back. When you got Paul George, you got Adams, you got Grant. He's searching for them rebounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting them rebounds as a necessity. He is statting them rebounds. Everything
I literally said yesterday I seen him get a rebound over Joel Embiid, bro.
Listen, man.
He gets rebounds.
If he's getting 13 rebounds, man, this all right. He's getting 13 rebounds, right? When I'm saying he pats that and rebounds, man, we have to have a general common sense past that and rebounds. If it's 13 rebounds he's getting, I don't mean he's past that and 13 rebounds. But about 5 of them, he's pat statting. You know it and I know it. You know it and I know he pat statting.
You do not do something 3 years in a row and y'all still trying to talk about what he stat pad. Ain't nobody ever done this ever. But because he doing it, he stat pad. That's bull.
The rebound.
Like, for real, you did something 3 years in a row. And you trying to say stat pad.
He never averaged that many rebounds before until he started getting triple.
Bro, he averaged 9. And KD averaged 8. That's why he couldn't get him. As soon as KD left, he automatically gonna get a triple double. He was averaging 9 assists. 9 rebounds. That's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as KD lead, that's what KD say. Well, I'm not there no more, so of course he gonna average a triple double. Yeah,
not the rebounds.
Carmelo was getting rebounds. Carmelo, I watched like Carmelo was not goosing rebounds from Westbrook. He was taking them from Westbrook, and he still averaged a triple double.
And
we watch it. I guarantee you
God.
could go on a YouTube video and search him past that. They showed the whole. You know how they had a clip of when Harden used to play no defense and it was horrible. That's what they had with Westbrook.
It's a clip
they
for that
showed,
for every player.
They
man.
showed that they showed how he is past that. Remember with Durant and Steph Curry, they was laughing at him. They was laughing at Westbrook. As good as Westbrook is getting better. But at the last 2 minutes, he's the worst player in the NBA in the last 2 minutes. Except that one basket he made in
clutch
Houston.
when he won his
He is. He's the worst. He's the worst in the NBA in the crunch.
Led the NBA in clutch rating when he won his MVP.
No, he did.
Yes, he did. Go look it up, Starboard.
Gibson get his, man.
He was number one, bro. You almost forgot about the MVP season.
Let me get
number one. Lighting niggas up in the fourth quarter. Stop this BS.
All right. My whole thing is, hey, what's up, DJ? If your stat padding leads to wins, stat pad. Okay, just do that. And also, we can't say that James Harden doesn't have help because his team's defense is what allows him to be able to take those shots. Like, that's the reason why he has the freedom to like not be tired. His defense, his team, plus Kobe was right. Like, that type of game that James Harden played does not win you championships. Like, doesn't get you to the like that. I mean, yeah, he needs Chris Paul though.
That's what I'm saying. Like last year, Chris Paul had an amazing season, and Harden didn't have a year like this. But Harden got all the credit. But now there's Westbrook. He don't get no credit. Like, it's just bullshit.
All right, we gotta.
And I told you his defensive stats, bro. Like that's undeniable right there. This is both sides of the court right here.
Okay, we gotta. DJ say his piece, and then we gotta move on because people are leaving chat.
Yeah, man. Did y'all see? Y'all probably talked about it, but did y'all see Rob Parker, man?
Yeah, we said,
man. I came on here spazzing.
Man, that dude, man, talking about LeBron doesn't need Zoe, but they're 3-7. And right down the stretch, they're playing the worst defense in the NBA, almost giving up 120 plus points per game.
Yeah, man.
Horrible defense, man.
Man, part of me want them to keep losing, but a part of me want them to keep winning. Because I want Lonzo to show his value while they keep hating on him.
3-1-3. You don't want that because they still gonna blame Lonzo. They're gonna blame the young guys. They're not gonna blame LeBron. Because think about this: when LeBron was out and they were losing games, and like they were still like, you know what happened? They said, "Look at LeBron's MVP case." When they're losing without Lonzo, it's like, well, they don't really need him. I mean, whatever. I'm like, you can't have it both ways.
For real, man. I'm like, how they don't need Lonzo? They can't play defense anymore. And they just be sitting up there. Go ahead, DJ, now.
Yeah, man. Rob Parker has a punchable face. And what I'm about to say, I'm about to go in on Rob Parker, man.
On site.
Rob Parker is kind of suspect to me. I never hear him around or see him around women. He has a sweet voice, quote unquote. The dude's fruity, man. He's fruity.
Oh.
He's the last person to be talking about sports. And here's the thing. You got Kyle Kuzma and LeBron coming out and saying how bad they need Zoe, especially his defensive leader energy, his transitional offense. They need that. So he clearly does not watch Laker games, and he clearly does not know anything about basketball. All he sounds like is a self-hater, and he sounds like one of them buffoons from the Ticket TV's channel. Like, the dude's a freaking buffoon, man.
I told you he on site for me. I ain't never seen him a day in my life.
He's on. What's up, bro?
The John KGB said something. Last words: Lakers losing tonight, then Houston after the break, then Luka's getting fired. That's what he's hoping.
Hope so.
Man. It's up to Jenny.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, man, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
They're gonna make another excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't won a game, bro.
Man, it's just disgusting to watch.
Lonzo has been an absolute disappointment. I think the Lakers could play with or without it. Like, I just want to smack you, bro.
Oh, really?
They love looking at stats and ratings when LeBron's out, but out of nowhere, let's not bring up Lonzo. Like, LeBron was blocked very few times. It's like, what? Hold up. Why is it that you decide to pick these things for LeBron, but we never talk about any other player? Like, they didn't even remember when Kuzma and Ingram were benched with LeBron? You know what they said? Oh, when LeBron was benched, they want the team was beating them by 20. I'm like, hold up, what? Like, we already went through that. Like, propaganda stuff is getting real tiring.
Man, I'm just so sick. I'm just so sick of it, bro.
But no, this is the type of people that we have in our community. This is the type of people we have in our sports community, man. It's toxic, man. It's gossiping, it's hating. And you know what's funny? I don't care, like these other YouTubers, I don't care if they say, this is what I agree to disagree with the Ball family. I don't even care if they disagree. The fact that they're kind of just living their lives through the Ball family is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Out of all the sports stuff going on, you got idiots like Ticket TV who is obsessed with the Ball family. He will talk about the Ball family no matter what. Yeah. And his trolls, some of his trolls are, quote unquote white arrogance people.
Yeah.
Who go on this channel and he's talking all that pro black stuff, but he's not that. If you allow, I would never, even my worst enemy, I would never let another non-brother diss a brother, especially on my channels. But he does that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a fraud, man.
But it's weird though. Like when he talks about LaMelo, it's never as harsh as the two other brothers because I guess he just likes points. He's that kind of guy. I'd never get that though.
Yeah, he doesn't know nothing about basketball.
Yeah, and he wants Carmelo in the Lakers. I'm like, do we need more defense? Less defense?
You know what? I like to celebrate players, especially on the Lakers doing well, especially scoring and stuff. But yeah. I can't celebrate when we're giving up 140 points in a game.
Yeah,
we're not playing no defense. Rewatched the film of that defense. That was some of the most atrocious defense I've seen from the bigs and wings.
Bro, Embiid was just skiing, straight up skiing to the basketball hoop. Man, he was just flying down the court like it was a mountain. Free reign.
He looked like he was playing against Drummond. That's how he looked.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I told you Drummond done gave him a 2020, man. So you chill.
Yo, but JaVale McGee is starting to get me in he's flopping. He's doing weird stuff defensively, man. He's just he looks wacky defensively. Man.
He's tired.
STP says if Ticket TV was a superhero, he'd be a weirdo man. Yeah, that dude's weird. How he don't act like a dude from Oakland, man. I know some real cats from Bay Area, and they don't act like this, man. Even if they disagree with someone, they wouldn't be acting like how he act. He act like a fraud, man. Dude's a fraud.
All I need is I don't need to hate, bro. Because I remember people who know basketball, like Jalen Rose was saying, even last year and even this year, Lonzo had a solid rookie season. It's just all of this hate, man.
Did you see?
No.
It stems from LeVar talk. As soon as LeVar start talking, man, it's hate, man.
Oh yeah,
Gibson.
It comes out of nowhere.
I could. Oh man, SDP said something, but this guy from a New York guy, Frank, whatever his name is,
Sola,
the worst. And it was funny because he was talking about if they kept D'Angelo Russell and they traded another point guard. But the funny thing is, some guy had side to side pieces saying how D'Angelo Russell is, I forgot, Brandon Jennings, and then out of nowhere, then says that they show the other side. It's how they switch up quickly.
Oh, it's gonna happen with Lonzo. That's why I'm gonna be chopping the heads off, bro. If I actually care enough, because I have an actual life, but if I actually care enough, watch. I'm gonna get some receipts on a whole lot of people.
I'm bookmarking people right now.
Like I almost wanted. I was about to go on Facebook yesterday and just be like, "Yo, tell me if you think Lonzo trash, so I can come at you in a couple years."
Yeah, I bet you one thing. I bet you one thing. They don't use critical analysis why he's not. They don't think he's that all that. He has a 16% usage rate. I mean, come on, man. He's not even giving the ball to your point guard.
Said,
he's sitting in the corner.
Dog, hold up. Let's just give. Can we all give a moment of silence for Lonzo usage rate?
Yeah.
All right, man. That's a 16%. I couldn't even say what I was about to say because I'm like, I knew we all know how low it is, but that's low.
Like D'Angelo Russell's usage rating is 26. Like, of course.
Man, I was just watching D'Lo last night, almost beat the Raptors, man. And he just playing so free. He looked happy, man. I'm like,
Luke was holding him back, man. Luke was holding him back. This is what you get from Luke.
Luke always hold people back. STP said piggyback on what y'all three said, what y'all said about Joel Embiid. He said Joel Embiid had a York peppermint patty as he went down the lane. Bro, this dude Joel Embiid dribbled the ball up the court and just dunked. I'm like, you ain't Andre Drummond? Yeah, I said it because Drummond is the best dribbler center in the league. But I was just like, wow.
Drummond gets no respect for some reason. It's really sad. He's very talented. A lot of teams.
He's been playing insane. Like he's been playing so good. I'm almost regretting wanting to trade him from Bradley Beal. Like he's been playing the best I've ever seen him right now.
Someone said
I told Gibson, he's averaging 20 and 20 in like the last 8 games.
Yeah,
he's playing amazing.
DJ what?
Someone said that the Detroit Pistons in the East is not the team you want to play in the first round if they make the playoffs.
No, that's a fact.
Their front court is strong.
It's because we got Blake Griffin, bro. Like, if you want to, measure star power in the East, he should be top 5, top 6. I'm not gonna even think of all the players, but he's there. So if the people like this, people in the East ain't used to facing, other top tier superstars or stars.
Yeah, because
they always ran away because Brown was there, but now it's filled up.
Yeah, man, it's looking type scary, man. It is.
Man, we ain't even ingratiated speed yet, bro. Like our team chemistry ain't even down yet. That's how I know we about to be really good.
What? It's slow.
And our schedule getting easy, man. Like when we blew up the Nuggets by 20, I was like, oh, I'm like, okay.
Yo, 3-1-3. Because when you see Svi's shot, like it's really beautiful. Even when it doesn't go in, you're betting it goes in. Like it's just the release. He's like a Corver type guy. Like he can shoot, and he's a good, decent defender too, man. Like I'm telling you, he can average like 16 points with a little bit.
And Luke Kennard, the guy we drafted over Donovan Mitchell, that dude. I don't know why he's not starting. It makes me want to kill Dwayne Casey. It makes no sense.
Yeah, man.
That dude is they say he was the best shooter in the draft. Yeah, he's the best shooter in the draft, bro. Like, it's just like Svi, but he can shoot better than Svi, man. The dude is just pure, bro. Just pure. Best shooter in the draft. I mean, of course, I would rather have Donovan Mitchell, but at least he's not a bust like the rest of our first round picks when we, missed out on some player.
Yeah,
we'll pick somebody else that wasn't that good. At least we got a player that's gonna be a starter that can shoot.
Yo, and I got the same anger for Fizdale, man, because Cornette from the Knicks, I'm like, yo, play this guy. When him and like Mitch will like the pick and roll with them, and like when he gets like open, like he's a lethal shooter. I don't know why. He's the best shooter in the Knicks. And he's a sort of a big man, like when they're both on the floor, it's effective. Like every time they were on the floor, like that lead was cut down to 1.
Let's see. STP says Lonzo is probably going to be 19 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds after year 4. Yeah. And I agree with Skip. I do think Lonzo could average a triple-double, but I don't think he ever will because he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Because a triple-double, after a while, if you averaging one, like you have to, because you're not going to be able to get those numbers. You have to actually, want to do it. Like people say Westbrook lose rebounds, but he could just not care. He could just not care, but you know, he wants to get those rebounds to help his team out. But I think he could average something like that.
Well, yeah, Lonzo needs to see it that way because a lot of shoe companies, they tell you you have to do a certain thing in order to get a bonus, and Lonzo has to see it that way because that helps.
In Triple B. Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, it's DJ left. Oh man, well, but like it's just that's the thing. Like they have to see it as a bonus because Lonzo, when he has a triple double, it doesn't look forced. And I'm not gonna say other guys do it, but like the movement of the ball, like just the deep passes, the everything about his game is it's beautiful. Like when I watch the Lakers without him, I just don't
like it. Like the Cavaliers, bro.
Yeah,
I was watching the Cavs last year. They look like the Cavs. That's why I say Boston looking like the Cavs right now when it comes to locker room problems.
Yeah. Not only that, Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson, they showing up more. I'm telling you, it's a loop problem. Like they got
man, Larry Nance and him specifically, he was the only one I thought I was like, all right, LeBron got a good one. I mean, I'm not hating on Clarkson, but I've always liked Larry Nance.
Yeah, Larry Nance is that energy guy. Like that, he'll grab the
that energy guy that's gonna play some defense and rebound.
Yeah, man. Like when I saw him, you mute. All right, but like telling you guys, like Larry Nance is an energy guy. You need that on your team. I'm gonna say more Mitchell Robinson stuff. He's a beast. That's all my propaganda, my Knicks propaganda you need to hear for the day. STP said, question for everybody. Who in the East can challenge the Warriors in the finals? Take it 6 to 7 games. Philadelphia, because they both have the same problems. Like the depth is not there, but like they could shoot and they could defend. And Ben Simmons could he could defend well. I just think that 6 to 7 games. That's the only team I really think can give them fits. Who do you guys think? In the chat, can you give us some? Who do you think?
Only team I think Philly can some, Milwaukee can some, and maybe the Celtics because they got wing perimeter defenders. But
definitely Milwaukee second to me. Boston, I don't.
Boston is made for them. They just not playing good, so it's hard for us to see that now. But as far as they got a whole bunch of wing players, you know what I mean? They got the best defensive talent, but they not playing like it. So
I don't know as much about Boston when I think they're the third team that can sort of give. Like they can win.
Even said it. Klay Thompson even said that that's the biggest challenge would be the Celtics. Klay said.
Yeah, that was before the trade deadline, though. Like these teams,
but they still the same team. They just probably not playing as good, but talent wise, and them playing against them and knowing they talent, he says that's the best. I mean, maybe a bad half a year, a bad few games, they ain't looking like it. But when you look at it, you know what I'm saying? He said, you know what I'm saying, that that's the toughest team.
Yeah, he said that. I'm telling you, the trade deadline changed that whole thing because J. Cole is now added to the Sixers guy Tobias and Bogan. I forgot his name. Like he's a backup center.
Philly bench is trash. We seen that. We seen number one Scott is cold garbage. That dude Ennis is cold garbage. That they bench is so trash, man.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? They bench is trash.
But the Warriors,
the Lakers could have won if they would have done a couple of things. They bench is trash.
But the reason, here's the thing: the coach knows how to stagger their minutes. There was at least 2 or 1 starter on that floor at all times. So of course, they can give you fits. When you sit all of your starters down, you probably gonna lose to a team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Luke would have kept 1 or 2 of them, They'd handle that. They'd handle that. I don't like how that dude. I know they just got there, so it's a lot of. I don't like how that Ennis and Scott and them. They look like they'll cost you games, bro. I did not like how they look.
I like Mike Scott though.
I didn't like how he looked. He is trash.
I mean, it was his first game.
No, I'm just saying I might be. I just don't like how he looked. It looked like he didn't know what he was doing. Like Ennis too. Oh my god, I cannot watch
their first game, bro.
STP agrees with you, Starborn.
It was trash, cold garbage. Especially that Ennis dude, man. Oh
no, Ennis is trash, but Mike
oh
Scott
my
can shoot.
goodness,
Mike Scott can shoot for real.
Yo, but Ben Simmons the only guy that really scares me when it comes to the Sixers. Like when it comes to the playoffs. I hope
he got it.
I mean, the Sixers got the most talent, bro.
Yeah,
he got to do something. Only thing about
I just don't know,
man. I thought Ben Simmons could do a little better. You know, I just don't like him in them situations. He just looked like in a we ain't talking about a regular season game, but a playoffs when you could, you know when you play the same team, you could kind of match up and do stuff. He got to learn how to shoot a five. Bro, you don't have to be a 3-point shooter. He could be like that little white dude that come off the bench. Shoot just a little, shoot a little free throw shot, bro. That's all you have to do. Shoot a free throw shot. A free
the team
throw.
I would pick is I would pick the Bucks just because they top 5 in defense and offense.
Yeah, and the pieces
when you top 5 in both of those categories, you a really good team.
And not only that, the pieces they added with Brook Lopez and what's that guy's name? Meritage? Yeah, like they're big guys who could shoot the three. And when you have a Giannis who can like play all 5, like who can really guard multiple positions, that's a threat.
Yeah, and with Philly, who's the go-to guy in the crunch time?
He got to get his shooting better. That's the only thing I worry about Milwaukee. Like in them crunch situations, playoff time, you got to be able to shoot. That's the only thing I don't like about Giannis. He has to learn how to shoot.
Well, like I said, nobody can stop him from getting to the rim.
No, we talk about regular season. I'm talking about when the team.
No, I'm talking about in the playoffs. Nobody can stop him from getting to the rim.
But he's going to get stopped if he played against Boston. Them teams that he's never going to get stopped. But we talk about key parts of the game when you need buckets, certain things. He gonna have to learn how to shoot, man.
But I'm gonna say this.
He's gonna have to.
Oh,
Giannis can shoot though.
I'm gonna say this.
Like he had 2 3-pointers last night.
Yeah. So if he start doing that, if he's able to shoot at least okay, then yeah, that's different.
No, he's like what I call like I can shoot if I have to.
Yeah. You don't have to.
That's what Giannis can do. He's not a shooter, but if he has to shoot, he'll shoot 14 and make it. Now I'm not gonna say he's a 3-point shooter, but he'll like I said, he just made a couple last night.
Yeah, long enough you ain't just horrible like Ben Simmons. Like
that's
you Ben Simmons. A couple here, a couple there. Yeah,
that's different, bro. That's a whole different situation.
I'm gonna say this. The coach that they got in the Bucks, he has a system. You got to read this article. He has a more effective system that really works for the guys to shoot and like go for certain corners. Like he works on the player's strength and where they can shoot better. Like this dude is really good coach, man. Like
no, Budenholzer is a good coach. And my main problem with Philly is who's the go-to guy in crunch time? Is it Tobias Harris? Is it Jimmy Butler? Is it Joel Embiid? Which one?
Yeah, it should be.
Now people will be like, well, yeah, it should be Embiid, but Jimmy Butler is known for that.
Or Jimmy Butler.
And then type out Tobias Harris is a dynamic scorer. So like, who's gonna be? Because like in games like that, that's gonna matter.
Yeah, I think it should be Embiid and Butler, and then depends on how much Harris been doing. Then you go from there. I think them two should be Eva, what's his face ain't a bad option either, like off the screen. If you could get him off a screen, I ain't talking about one-on-one, but if you could get him off a screen in a crunch time, I like him too. If you could get him off a screen.
No, in crunch time, JJ Redick is the last person you won't have in the ball.
Shooting, I ain't talking about dribbling.
Shooting the ball,
you don't inbound it. If you try to get him to inbound or anything that's stupid, no, he's there for one reason. You know what I'm saying?
Let's look at the chat,
the ball. He a free agent too. Maybe the Lakers should look at him next year. couple
Yeah, they should.
years.
SCP, another question for y'all. If you guys are coaching in the NBA, what do you need your point guards to average in points, assists, and rebounds? I don't need them to average anything specific. Just play your game and don't turn the ball over. That's the way I am.
Yeah, it depends on the team. If I got a team that, it all depends. If I got a lot of people that can score, kind of, you need a pass and point guard. But if you got teams, you got a team that can't really score, then you need a scoring point guard.
Well,
So what are the Lakers?
The Lakers, Lonzo is getting better, but he definitely has to work on his offense because he's as good as he is everywhere else, and he's still going to be a good player. His game, he's playing good as like a small guard. When you 6'7", you can have a lot of advantages. You know what I'm saying? And you got to start learning how to use the advantage. You are 6'7". Now you 6'3", and you can rebound, pass, do some things. You know, yeah. I mean, he's still young. He still got a lot of time to go.
No, that's
but
what
when you
that's what I say
6'7",
about. That's what I say about Lonzo. I said Lonzo's 6'7", but he plays a finesse game.
yeah, you 6'7".
You got to be more physical.
Yeah, we could get you on some post ups. You get in the lane. Your talent become more than just a great team player. You got to start being used. I think it happened within a couple years of him knowing where he's at, getting the right coaching as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? As a weapon, he need to start being realized. You are a weapon. You ain't just a good player. You are a weapon.
Stop.
Yes, sir.
But here's the thing. And I watched the Knicks and they suck. And I watched Pistons and they they're good this year. It is a major point on how you use the pick and roll, how you effectively get your point guard in the right spots, how you get the 3-point shooters where they're strong, when they're effective. Because I saw Bullock. Is that the guy from Pistons? Or not Bullock, from the Pistons, right?
Yeah.
Luke never puts him in the right spot. Like
we don't see tonight. That was only one game. I'm not blaming LeBron on that, honestly. Because I feel like Rondo would have got Reggie Bullock some open shots.
But here's what I'm saying. Like, Luke is not like a Bucks coach or even a Brett Brown. Like, I just don't like. He doesn't make strong plays. There's no high picks. Like, he doesn't really effectively get the point guard to get the runs or make the speeds. It's always off like Lonzo's skill and talent.
It's always been that way, man.
So that's why I just.
I'm just saying we watch. Let's be honest. We know that, but we watch Lonzo game. As great as we think he is, we see him miss so many layups. Like, you 6'7", brother. You know what I'm saying? You are 6'7". You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be averaging 15 by mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's getting better. We start seeing him be better. Yeah. Once Lonzo start, but he missed a lot. Not saying he'll miss it and get the rebound and throw it to somebody and make a 3. I'm not saying he's not but you 6'7", you a weapon. Like you once you start realizing you a weapon, then that's when a lot, obviously with the coaching and everything, that's when a lot gonna change, because at times he might play too pass. I was just about to
say something. Let's kind of on Lonzo a bit, because it's like, I don't want to say when he feel like he want to be a weapon, he knows. It's like Lonzo, he's very unique, man. It's like when he knows he did something bad that he has to make up for, or if he knows a team needs a real spark, he'll start shooting them clutch, 3-point shots. But sometimes he just drifts through the game and just passes and plays defense. And then when you have ball stoppers sucking the ball away from you, you know, and that's the main thing I noticed before he got hurt. He started to say, F it. I'm going to take over these games and try to be dominant. But, I mean, his layup package was so bad, I started to get worried. But then that's when he started making his layups, and we found out Rondo.
Yeah, that's when Rondo started working.
Yeah, Rondo was concerned
about the layups. Like, what the hell?
Easy bunnies no more.
Yeah. So once he start getting and doing that, then he could take that net, because he could really, the way he's playing now, if he played like this with a good coach and got better regularly, he'd average 15 points, probably 10 assists. He'll probably average close to 16, 15 to 16, 9, 10 assists. 7 to 8 rebounds. But once he start realizing he's a weapon, he'll be at 19, probably 12, and about 8. You know what I'm saying? Once he start realizing he's a weapon.
Yeah, the last 7 games, I think he realized that. And Starborn, STP asked you a question. He said,
what's up, STP?
Starborn, if you were in the NBA and you had the keys to the car, what stats are you going to try to get? He said, and be honest.
Which stats I'm gonna try to get?
Yeah, he's really on the stats thing. So yeah, be honest. LOL.
Defense. I'm looking for defense, and I'm looking for efficiency. But it's also the team. It's like Bill Belichick. You got to be able to coach to your talent. You know what I'm saying? So if I got Lonzo Ball, who's not a great efficient shooter, but know how to run and gun and find people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on personnel more for shooting. If I got a Westbrook, like I said, I know he's saying it's no real one way to win in it, and everyone would like to say I have Steph Curry and Durant. That's the way to win, but you have to play to your talent. If I got Blake Griffin, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on that 2-man ground and pound game with some pick and rolls. I'm gonna be using Ish Smith. You know what I'm saying? Pick and rolls with Blake. I'm going to be using Blake more on the outside to pick and roll with that. So it just depends on my personnel.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. Like Lonzo in the last, like I said it before, Lonzo in the last 11 games was shooting at 37%. Like, so I'm not going to go to him needing to shoot better, like, because he was showing that. But only because he found his right spots. That's really what it is. But like I said, if I was a key player, a really good basketball player, which I'm not, I'm looking to at least average 14 points, 12 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Well, I've always been a shooter, bro. So that's me. I'm gonna be shooting the lights out, you know. And I think a good shooter. I'm talking about like I was just saying about Luke Kennard, how he was the best shooter off that draft, and he is 17 points a game. You know, I think Redick averaged like 17. Kyle Korver in his prime will give you like a 17. And if you have athleticism on top of that, then you Ray Allen. But I'm a shooter, man. So like that's just my. So but and with Lonzo, that's what I was saying, man. He plays this finesse game, and on top of that, he only scores like when he's open. He's not like a Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard force the issue and, you know, like force a score. He only scores when he open. He open for a 3, he'll score. Maybe he'll try to find it. Like the only time he forces the issue is when he does his step backs.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted him to just keep working on that step back.
But I'm gonna be real with you. I actually like that about Lonzo. That's what I wish I had on my Knicks. I just really don't want a guy forcing shots, like shots you don't need to take. And when when you're not open, you try to, pass the ball, which he does well, and let your
you got the wrong guy forcing shots. That's why they want Lonzo to force more shots, which he doing a good job, but he's 6'7". That's the thing he has to understand. He's a weapon.
I think all his problems are repetition. He don't shoot enough. I mean, same thing you saying about Brandon Ingram. Lonzo's a better shooter than Brandon Ingram. Like, he shouldn't be shooting 8 times a game. You know, I'm talking about when the whole team was healthy and it was 2014. Yeah. I'm talking about when the whole team was healthy.
Yeah, I know you're talking
8 times a game, 9 times a game. I'm like, bro, you have to shoot the ball more.
You got to shoot at least 14 times. You got to be 14,
even 13.
Brandon Ingram,
more, man.
Brandon Ingram should be shooting about 18 shots, and Kuzma
probably like 15 because Kuzma's still there.
No. Kuzma needed to shoot 16 shots. Ingram needed to be shooting because he plays more defense. You don't supposed to be shooting if you ain't playing no defense. You get what I'm saying? So being that BI play defense, he's supposed to be getting about 17 shots. What BI got to do better too is he has to learn how to it's not like he can't do it, but you 6'8", brother. You got to learn how to play off the wing, meaning that run. You see how Kuz, if he played a little bit more like Kuz, like off the ball, who gonna stop him when he's cutting to the hoop? You know what I'm
Nobody.
saying? You get dunked on. It ain't no ifs and buts about it. You getting dunked on. Don't get me wrong. He know how to run a regular break, but I'm talking about learning how to really move.
Kuzma, like the one thing I'll give, he moves amazing off the ball.
He moves amazing.
Like amazing. Like I'm not going, like he moves like I'm not gonna say a name because I ain't gonna make people mad, but he moves like some of the top players be moving off the ball. Like he really
do move off the ball.
He moves off the ball really good.
Now Ingram could do at least 70% of that. Because
and Kuzma, I need 70% of Ingram defense.
Yeah, and 70%. Yeah. Ingram will be Ingram should catch about 2 oops a game. You know what I'm saying? Ingram should catch about 2 oops a game and have about 5-6 cut baskets. Once he start doing that, he'll make his job much easier. So now the few one-on-ones he go, now instead of you averaging 16, you'll be averaging 21, 22 because, I mean, he's still young. Like we know he's young. He's 21. But for him to be what he should be in this NBA, he need to be about 21 to 22 points a game. Like that's what he should be. That's what he should be getting. 21, 22, playing his D, passing, being a utility player.
Let me ask you this. Because I want to know your take. Now we know he's not KD. Now I was listening to another show or whatever. These people, I trust their opinion. And when they're the dude's problem with Brandon Ingram is basically this. As simple as this. He's basically said Ingram should be doing what KD did in year 1 right now because he's in year 3. And my point is, if LeBron James wasn't on this team, wouldn't Ingram be averaging like 20 points a game?
Yeah, he probably would because he'd have been the number 1 option. Or if Paul George was there, he'd have been. I don't know. He's not playing bad, man. He's playing.
But Paul George moves the ball though, so he probably still score.
Yeah. He's KD is just, man. It's not. You don't get KDs in histories, bro. He's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we know Ingram is comparison, and like year 3, you should at least be close to what he's doing in year 1. And then when KD you look at his last 12 games, he is averaging 19.
Okay.
Then what KD was doing, let me just finish this part. His first few years, they was running him off a lot of screens his first 2 years. You know that when he was with Seattle, they was running him. He wasn't the one-on-one player he is now. They was running him off a lot of screens.
He's more of a shooter.
He's more of a shooter when he first came in the league. Now he's complete, but he wasn't nowhere near he was now. You know what I'm saying? His first few years.
But isn't that like because of like I'm not gonna blame coaching on everything, but like when you read these articles and what Luke says after the game, what he wants from Brandon Ingram, what you just said is nothing what they want. Like so we can't just say, oh, Brandon Ingram should do this. He's not asked to do that. And they don't
that's a very good point.
Utilize him.
Yeah, right. Just like where I almost came at Gibson head for talking about he don't need Lonzo to score. They were saying that same BS on Undisputed. We don't need you to score. And that's what LeBron was like, no, you got to score. But like the Lakers don't need Lonzo to score. That's like the dumbest thing I ever heard, bro. They do need him to score.
I always say to Lonzo, they need him to be aggressive. Like some of the times he just make, like I always heard one thing about Luke, even though Luke's ain't good, Luke always want him to be aggressive. It's just that Lonzo just gonna make the right basketball play all the time. He's similar to LeBron. Like how many times we would say LeBron need to go shoot up in there, but he gonna make a lot of basketball plays. But he has to understand him shooting is also the best basketball play, because if you go to the hole twice and you miss, but you right at the rim, you ain't breaking it, you out the rim, that player gotta play you. You know what I'm saying? And Lonzo like to be efficient. You know how it is. That's why he struggles with too good of a basketball player that he gotta understand he gotta do something a little different, just a little.
Well, the reason he struggled with his confidence is because he's a perimeter player. So that shot not going in. That's what he needs to work on. Well, I'm just telling you why that shot not going in. He's not going to be aggressive because he's a perimeter player. We all seen it, man. We seen Lonzo make a 1-3, and then he made 4, and then we seen him go 0 for 4, and then not shoot no more.
Yeah,
and get docile. So he's his whole game is predicated off of his perimeter shot and passing and playing defense.
And I'm about to. I just got one thing to say, and then I'm gonna read the chat. But if he shoots 2 threes, just 2 threes, that game is good. Like he's gonna show up. If he misses one of those threes, that's a 50-50 chance. And if he misses 2 of them, he's gonna disappear. That's what I've always noticed. And the chat, like STP asked this question. The reason I gave those questions is because, in my opinion, the point guard position today requires versatility. That's why Lonzo is a great point guard for this era.
Yeah. Thing about Lonzo too is, which is hard for some players. Not, it sounds crazy. He shoots better off a step back or somebody kind of going at him. When he's wide open, it seems like he think too much. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know how many shots he done made with people in his face?
Yeah, that's
it's like that's the way he prefer it. I would you start.
Yeah. It's like when he's wide open. It's like it's I don't know. It's weird.
It's the pressure, bro. It's the pressure. You already know it's the pressure, bro.
Because it's somebody's face, bop. But when he wide open, he'll miss a couple. He'll miss a couple here and there. But you can't worry about that, man. You still got to play your game. It's you versus the world, man. Luke Walton, you know what I'm saying? Luke Walton's playing that Bruce Bowen defense going on your ankles when you shoot. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to play this.
Yo, and I gotta get at Luke. I gotta get at Luke because I hate every game he goes, oh, they gotta play with passion. I'm like, shut the whole fuck up. Make better plays. Don't have all your best players sitting on the 3rd and 4th. That's my problem with this dude. And he always uses that excuse.
No, and I wish these reporters were better.
Like you did yesterday, bro.
If he would have said that, I'd be like, isn't it up to you to instill passion in your players? And I would have seen what he said about that.
Gibson, can you recap us on that video you made yesterday on Twitter?
Which one?
You know which one.
The Road to Zion?
Yeah, the Road to Zion. Recap us on that. I ain't gonna lie. I liked it. I liked the video.
Man, I don't even talk about the Knicks. Let's I think I already
share that. Can you share that? Can you get that video and share it in the chat so at least the people can watch you? Because people is a fan of you also. If you could get that video and share it in the chat.
I think they got there's only 3 people in the chat right now. So just I'm gonna try.
But you can put it in there because people watch the podcast.
All
you notice we might get 50, 60, and then a day or so it go to 100 or something because people come on later. People come on. You don't have to. It was just
I'll do it later when I'll do it. Like they know my page. Just follow Sean Gibson. And STP asked another one. That's why I appreciate Lonzo's game. It's beautiful to watch if you know basketball. And that's just true. It just is. The flow is beautiful, man.
And he do be dunking too, man. He started to dunk on people crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what he started to dunk on people crazy.
And like I said, Starborn, I'm telling you, if those 3, when you start seeing Lonzo just those 3 plays start off with energy, it's slow. He might average a triple-double. If he starts shooting and he gets those dunks, it's slow.
Yeah.
Speed. You also gotta have players with high IQ.
If you average a triple-double, that means you're big. He's supposed to be getting about 6, 7 rebounds. You know what I'm saying, and more assists. If you averaging 10 rebounds, that means you don't have no big men.
Yeah, and I never want to see Kuzma.
I don't know about that, bro.
You do. What guard go average a triple-double if you got big men? That's what the big men
but if
for.
you 6'7",
yeah, but who?
Rebound,
nobody in the NBA averaged at 6. Nobody 6'7" averaged 10 rebounds. You know why? Right. Because it's bigger people supposed to be down there. That's basketball.
Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this about Lonzo. When he averaged 7 rebounds last year, it wasn't forced rebounds. Like this dude was even on offense and defensive end, he was getting rebounds to like get it away from opponents. He was fighting for.
He put a lot of taps too that don't count as rebounds. I definitely see that. Yeah, I'm just saying in general, as a good career, if you averaging a triple-double for the most part, then Brandon Ingram and Kuzma and whoever your center is not doing their job. That's what I mean. They are not doing their
So Westbrook
job.
is just an anomaly.
Westbrook, like I said, once he found out he could get a triple-double, he start going after them, and then they start game planning towards doing, and then it start becoming a game plan. They start game planning towards that. But in general, because if you're big, don't get wrong, sometimes you got to get the rebound. But the more you go in there, you notice Westbrook these last 3 years been beat up too. The more you go down there, the more beat up. You got Ingram 6'9", thing 6'7". Then what's his face supposed to get about 7? You know what I'm saying? Then Ingram's supposed to be averaging about 9. Ingram is 6'9", bro. Kuzma is 6'9". Like, where are they rebounding at?
But here's the thing: not all the rebounds are like where the cent like in the post. Like sometimes some guy shoots a 3 and Lonzo like grabs the ball from the opponent before and he gets the rebound. That's like he fights for those ones. Like the rebounds out away from the post, like because that shooter sucks usually. Like he has to get it from the other guy. Like he does fight, and it's not always because the center is not in the right. It's never forced, and I want to tell you that's not. SCP said by year 4, Lonzo being wide open will be like leaving Robert Ory open.
No, man, Ingram and Kuzma can't rebound.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's the thing. If he averaging 10 rebounds, which we ain't talk about what you're capable of doing. We talk about for your team to really get at their maximum success without overworking everybody. You got 6'9" Ingram. They long could jump. Kuzma could jump. They all 3 of them. Lonzo is a naturally better rebounder than them. So if Lonzo is averaging 8, they supposed to be averaging at least 6 or 7. 14 between both of them.
But stop.
Yes, sir.
But here's my thing. The reason why I'm afraid when they get the rebound and there's opponents near them is because it's a quick ass turnover. Ingram tries to do something and then they grab the ball from him. Kuzma, he doesn't like he tries to dribble, they get the ball from him. That's the reason why I'm afraid.
They don't. We talk about if real NBA, if they doing their job, they go get the rebound. Now you could kick that. Now you could kick that thing to Lonzo. And now Lonzo could start the break doing that, and he could start the break getting the rebound. So now you got 2 different ways a player could help start the break. That makes your team even better. But obviously, if they get the rebound and dribbling, that's the coaching.
But here's the thing.
Basketball IQ.
Here's the thing. When Lonzo gets that rebound, he's making that outlet pass if he can. He pushes that ball. That's the reason why when Lonzo gets that ball, the other team already knows what's happening. His teammates are moving because they know he's going to do that. That's what the difference between like Lonzo and Rondo and LeBron. You can see the attitude of the team. They move down the court and try to get into position. When Lonzo gets that ball, they're already thinking about running.
Oh, yeah. He's the best at that. I'm just saying in a general standpoint, I think to get maximum out your team, your point guard shouldn't be averaging 10 rebounds because what you got every 10 rebounds. I mean, every game, 10, 11. This game, we talk about 82 games, 11 rebounds, 10 rebounds. You might have a bad game, 8 rebounds, 11 rebounds, 12. We talk about every game. What you got all of them tall, 6'9", 6'10". You get Anthony Davis type of people if your point guard is averaging 10 rebounds. That's all. That's not conducive to winning consistently. Because that means your other wings is not doing they not doing their job.
That's not always true though. Like when Lonzo gets that ball and Kuzma's already down the court, that's the most effective thing about it. Lonzo
that's 5 of the rebounds.
What
about when LeBron was grabbing rebounds? Remember when LeBron grabbing rebounds? How many times he grabbed the rebound and he throw it down to Lonzo and Lonzo catch that little. Remember, they do this all the time. When LeBron grabbed the rebound, Lonzo go down and he catches the smaller point guard on his back. He has a lot of buckets doing that.
That's my
now
thing.
you taking advantage of his size.
But that's
also.
But this is a new era of how you do things. Like you want the guy who could pass sometimes to get the rebound because he could, who moves the ball. I don't want Kuzma sometimes getting that rebound because I already know Kuzma going to do something.
When we talk about
No, man,
the
but
right
wait,
coaching,
wait,
I'm
I
talking
start
about, you
more.
talking
Start
about
more.
one game. I'm just
No,
saying
start
in
more.
general NBA. I'm saying in the NBA career, like
No,
your
hey,
career.
I got you, bro. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Your
What he's
career.
saying is even if Lonzo should get the rebound, Kuzma and Ingram should be getting the rebound.
I get it.
It's no excuse.
I get what he's saying.
And then you catch him. How many times you could catch Lonzo? Say Lonzo gets 7 and 5 of them, he throw up. Now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's a weapon. But what about the other times instead of him got to go down there 4 or 5 other times? Now he could go down and catch a 6'3" point guard on his back.
Yeah, you got a point on that.
You know what I'm saying? Now you could remember you be seeing with LeBron. I get what you listen. Can he average a triple-double? Yes. You know what I'm saying? And if you got the right team when you had Brook Lopez and Randall boxing out, yeah. I'm just saying other people need to be doing. If he's doing that, part one is because he's great, obviously. Part two is the other people he's not doing their job. That's what I mean by that. It's not they not doing their job. Ingram, you 6'9". Kuzma, you playing powerful. All right, let's talk about Kuzma because at least Ingram. We could say Ingram guard perimeter players a lot. So we're going to take a little bit off Ingram. Kuzma, you 6'9", you play power forward, bro. How many rebounds is he averaging?
I really I don't know, man. It's
that's what I'm saying. That's a damn shame.
But
even LeBron should be averaging. You 6'9", 260. You supposed to have 10, 11 rebounds every game.
Nah,
Imagine LeBron grabbing rebounds.
LeBron get boards though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Dang, man, Kuzma only averaging 5 rebounds.
5 rebounds.
Bro, Lonzo averaging the same amount of rebounds. That's pitiful.
That's a shame. Because if Lonzo get 8 and he get 8, so Lonzo get his and he could hit, you know what I'm saying? He hit Kuzma, but also Kuzma got to get it so you can hit Lonzo. Because now you could take advantage of that 6'7" against and that speed against them little guards. You got to take advantage of that also. Not just have him always down there, always there. He's giving it up. What about them? They got to give it up to him also. It's just not a one-way street. Obviously, the point guard, so he need to do it the majority of the time, 80% of the time. But what about the other 25%, 20%?
Sonny V says 313 Detroit got lucky last night. Keep hating.
Detroit beating up on these bottom dwellers, though. I noticed that. Y'all get the bugs. Y'all gonna take care of the bugs.
Denver didn't want that smoke, though.
Yeah, go.
That's the only reason why I like how we doing right. Because we like you supposed to beat the teams you supposed to beat. But the fact that we beat a good team
let me see
that bad, I'm like, all right.
That's your worst nightmare.
What's our worst nightmare?
Philly. Let me see.
I don't know, man. Blake Griffin eyes light up when he going against them, dog.
I'm telling you, the way to beat Denver is to be physical with that team. They don't seem like a really physical team to me, man.
That's why I don't have them. That's why I want the Lakers to go. Like, come on, man. LeBron James will crush them, bro.
Yeah, that's the team.
Denver probably win a couple games though, but come on, man. They don't want to win that Boston Philly game tonight. 7-game series.
Nah, I don't like. I'm scared of LeBron. If I were an NBA player and he gets you in the playoffs, that's a different LeBron, man. More efficient LeBron. He could he does step backs and he does what did he do?
No, well the thing about LeBron in the playoffs is he played defense. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean he still scores, but that's really the main difference in my opinion. He actually played defense.
Yeah, they were showing him on.
We should wrap up the show, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. It was great having
hold
y'all.
Hold on, Starboy. I gotta say this to Sonny V. He said Pistons' best player ever was Grant Hill. Are you serious, bro? Anyway, I don't know if that was a question. If that was a question, no. The best player in the Pistons uniform is Isaiah Thomas, King Zeke. Wrap up the show.
That's how Isaiah Thomas, plain simple. But a lot of people didn't see it all the way back then.
But you still posting up. But Isaiah made these short point guards, bro.
Yeah, Isaiah. We used to always fight them. People used to win with Isaiah number and everything, number 11. You know what I'm saying? For real. Every team you got on, you try to get number 11. For real.
Yeah. All right.
For real, Isaiah guard, and I hope RW, I don't mean real guard, but he's a guard, bro. Mike and them hated on Isaiah, bro. Like Isaiah, was giving people the business. Like before, that's why I was telling R-Dub, before it was even the Bad Boys. Remember when he used to have Isaiah Thomas on the back of his jersey? When they was like a run and gun style? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
R-Dub,
saying?
man, they was tripping with that, man. I'm like, dog, that's not the only reason they won, bro. They had to actually win.
Like Isaiah is better than all them point guards. Jason Kidd, John Stockton, Mark Jackson, name only pro.
No,
only
he the best. He the second best point guard of that era after Magic.
After Magic, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm talking about even better.
To me,
than
he'll say he's the second best point guard ever after Magic.
He's the second best point guard ever. You know what I'm saying?
Like Steph Curry is getting close though.
Yeah. But Steph Curry is getting close.
He getting up there, but he need a Finals MVP for me to put him there.
Steph Curry play point guard, but he don't really play point guard. You know what I'm saying?
You mean Isaiah was more of a scorer?
No, meaning like more of a shooter. How many times does Steph Curry bring the ball up the floor?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Draymond is really the point guard of that team.
Draymond is really the point guard. You get what I'm saying? Draymond is really the point guard. Isaiah was the point. Isaiah can have a broken finger, a broken ankle,
broken leg. What you talking about?
Broken leg. People don't know who Isaiah is. Like he's just on there smiling. He's 50 something. He still look young. You know what I'm saying? He's just smile. That he was a dog, bro. Like Bad Boys helped him win. They wanted, but it wasn't like that style was best for his game. He just had to fit into, you know what I'm saying? He had to fit into that style. He could dribble. First of all, he got the top 3 handles ever in the NBA, ever. You can't take it from him. That he used to be like, boop, boop, boop. See, I was about to say, where you think
all these players get their handles from? AI, Kyrie, all of them, dog. They be like, well, y'all was Isaiah. That's who they mentioned, bro.
Throw it through his legs. When he was he's an Indian, he's a Chicago guard, bro. People don't know about him, man. That's all. It's just that he had to take on. I mean, it was him. He was tough, but he had to take on that bad boy personality because that's what it was. But if he was with somebody else, like one of them teams like Denver or one of them that was running gun, oh my God, people would have really seen his game. You know what I'm saying?
He already was a scorer. Like he would have been scoring way more.
He'd have been scoring way more, but you know, once you build your team, you have to adapt to the team. If that's the best for the whole team to win, then he was a winner. You know what I'm saying? They won 2 chips. Like people act like, you know what I'm saying?
Back to back, and they should have won a 3rd chip.
They should have won a 3rd chip. Like people acting like, well, you know, the team.
You know, a lot of Pistons fans are still hurt about that, and I'm one of them. So like the San Antonio Robert Horry and that 3rd chip. That like both of them just got me so salty, bro.
I mean, y'all have 4. Y'all got 3 chips now, right?
Yeah, we would have 5.
How many chips y'all got now?
We got 3.
3, yeah. Y'all just have 5. That Horry, I remember watching that Horry. I remember he watched that Horry, man. And Sean, was it Sean Elliott that hit a lucky shot too? Yeah, remember Sean Elliott? It looked like his foot was out of bounds, but he had his heel. Remember, he had his heel.
You can't make this stuff up, bro. No, you killing me right now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not to bring up Patrick Ewing, dog. Stop.
Yeah,
you hurting me, bro.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to remember. I remember that.
Man. No, like his heel was like 2 millimeters from the line.
2 millimeters up. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was gonna win that series. Like that Detroit team, I be hearing them say, well, they don't have a lot of stars. What you mean? Like,
yeah, they have 4 all-stars.
His name is Mr. Big Shot. Like, listen, no matter who you are, 3-on-3, what's your nickname? Yeah, they call me, I don't care what league, they call me Mr. Big Shot. What the you know what I'm saying? Right or wrong, Mr. Big
Right,
Shot.
that's a clutch. Like, you have been named one of the most clutch players ever, like with a name like that.
And Ben Wallace.
I mean, in the shot, I mean, we all know the shot that he hit. Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then you had Hamilton, man. He was,
favorite player on the team.
He need to teach some players how. You know who copied their game after him? That's in the NBA right now.
I said DeRozan.
Nope. JJ. Come on, man. You should know that. Redick. His game.
I mean, he remind me of Rip Hamilton, though, because Rip Hamilton beat people off the dribble.
No, but I'm talking about them screens to get open. Like you didn't just give it to Hamilton and he just kept going one-on-one. Not saying he didn't go. We talk about to get the ball. He was like Reggie.
No, he'll pop up,
them
hit
screens,
that mid-range.
hit that mid-range. But that's how Reddick do. They work hard to get off the ball because Hamilton will fake like he was run left, then go back. Then if you think he'll go this, then he'll go right back. He was giving Kobe and them hell off them picks, but like they couldn't really do nothing. Nobody used to running like that. Or Kobe used to guard people one-on-one. Not saying Richard Hamilton wasn't going one-on-one too, but usually you used to a dude going one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Not running off them picks. They could not do nothing. Ariza, wasn't that Ariza? He was killing off them picks. Who was killing off
torching Ariza?
You know what I'm saying? Wasn't it Ariza? I don't know who it was. He was.
It was Ariza and Kobe got that work too.
Even though I love Kobe,
everybody got that work. Low key.
He was killing Kobe.
No, man, that Pistons team had everything. Like we had the best player, Chauncey, but then Rip was the leading scorer, but then Ben was the best defensive player, and then Rasheed was the best shooter, and then Tayshaun was the all defensive player with the Reggie Miller. It was just crazy. And then we had a bench too, Max Seal. Man, we had a lot of players, man.
Yeah, y'all had a lot. Oh yeah, then y'all had the bench mob before, and then remember
Antonio McDyess.
When y'all had remember the bench mob y'all had when y'all had Okur and Corliss Williamson? That was a real bench mob.
Hey, Corliss
before they went to Sacramento. You know what I'm talking about? That was
I know about Corliss, bro, for real, dog.
Yeah, that was a real. Then y'all got McDyess. That was a hell of a team, bro. LeBron just caught them a little bit, like they was getting a little older.
No, Ben Wallace wasn't there, bro. That's why.
All right, LeBron kind of caught them. He had that good game. I didn't even think that LeBron. I didn't know how they lost that series to LeBron and them. You know, what I
told you, Ben Wallace wasn't there.
Oh, see, I remember that.
He our best defensive player probably in our franchise besides Rodman, and he wasn't there. They're like, I don't know why we traded this nigga. Like, what the fuck?
See, I knew something went wrong. That's the only reason why LeBron even got that first champion. He would have never got to that first championship, and then we'd have been able to see between y'all and San Antonio, y'all have been able to try to get y'all revenge. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was hoping on, bro. That's all the Pistons was like. All right, San Antonio, round 3 about to come. LeBron was like, "Yeah, I want to go to the finals, bro."
That was one of his greatest games. He went off. That
probably was his greatest game.
He went off then. And the thing about that team too, as bad as that team was, they was 100 on defense. Remember they
played defense. Yeah, they definitely played defense.
Like they offense. Yeah, when you say that's one of the worst teams, but they defense. They defense was crazy, bro. That year.
I think they was on a top 5 in defense that year.
Yeah, there was a top 5. They defense was crazy that year. They team was built like an old AI team. Play defense and let one person shoot.
Right. Hey, I mean, they didn't win the finals, but it worked. They got to the finals that way.
They got to the finals because you could do that if you got 2 good players, 1 or 2 good players, and everyone else is an A+ on D. You could catch, you know what I'm saying? You get the right breaks, like somebody trading Wallace. You know what I'm saying? You get the right breaks. You could get into the finals doing that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man.
All right, man. We're going to end the show, man. Thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow, same time. Y'all got our Twitter, so you can hit us up. Let us know what's going on, man. We'll definitely come back. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, 313. You did a great show once again.
All right, man.
All right, y'all. Knowledge.